I've always loved working on computers, and in the Army, that's what I do. I set up networks, I troubleshoot, I basically do things I would have never dreamed I'd been able to do before.
If you never thought about the U.S. Army or Army Reserve, think about this. There are 212 ways for you to become a soldier and work at a job you'll love. Call for this free video to find out which job is right for you.
I'd never really thought of the Army as a choice.
Your free video will also give you an idea of what Army life is like, how you can earn money for college, even what questions to ask your recruiter.
I'm going to walk away with a lot of memories, a lot of friends, and something that's going to change me for the rest of my life.
Call 1-800-645-ARMY right now, and you'll also receive a free Army t-shirt. Discover the 212 ways you can be an Army of one.
If you had asked me a year ago if I'd be here doing this, I could have never imagined it. I love what I do. I love doing it for the Army.
I live in America.
I live in America.
I live in America.
I live in America.
We live in America.
We are an American family.
We worked hard.
We work hard for what we have.
And we appreciate what we've earned.
We love our work.
We love our work.
We love our kids.
We love our kids.
Our time together.
Our time together.
Our time together
is very important.
We've worked hard to build a good life for ourselves.
I take a lot of pride in that.
For us, it's the American dream.
It's the American dream.
At ANC, we believe in delivering news that's relevant, without hype or sensationalism. ANC brings an honest picture of life in America, how real people and real families work to make it better.
Honesty.
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 Relevance.
Relevance.
News that's important to me.
And now here's a look at the hour's top stories. Top health officials say they are concerned about how fast the West Nile virus has spread, but they think a vaccine could be available in a few years. The big storm called Isidore is beginning to make itself felt along the U.S. Gulf Coast. Bands of rain from the re-strengthening storm have hit Louisiana and Mississippi. And British Prime Minister Tony Blair presented an intelligence report that says Iraq has chemical and biological weapons and plans to use them. Iraq calls Blair's statement a campaign of lies.
Rain will come down across the Midwest and Southeast Wednesday. The Midwest will be the nation's cool spot. It'll be rainy across the Southeast with highs in the 80s along the Atlantic and Gulf coasts. Temperatures will be in the 70s farther inland. Folks in the Mid-South will see a dry, sunny day. Highs in the region will be in the 70s and 80s. The Southwest heats up again. Highs in Las Vegas and Tucson will hit triple digits. Temperatures along the coast will be in the 70s and 80s. The Northwest will be the nation's sunniest spot. Highs will range from 59 in Helena to 82 in Boise. Rain will fall from Wyoming to northern Minnesota. The Midwest will see cool temps with highs in the 50s and 60s. The Northeast will be a bit warmer with highs in the 70s. New England will be under cloudy skies. Thursday will bring more rain to the Great Lakes and to the southeast. The west will keep heating up. I'm Rita Sherman, All News Channel.
Extreme exhaustion may double your risk of heart attack, and parents are encouraged to have their babies vaccinated for the flu. Jody Davis has those stories and more in our look at Your Health.
Certain states of exhaustion may double your risk for a first heart attack. Now, Maastricht University researchers know why. Studies show vital exhaustion, or being under so much stress your body can no longer cope, also affects its ability to break down blood clots. A recent study showed people who are vitally exhausted have higher levels of fibrinogen, a protein that causes blood to clot. The study can be found in the Journal of Psychosomatic Medicine. Hearing problems in children often go undiagnosed until age 2 or 3. And by then, there's often a significant delay in speech and language development. That's why more states are requiring that infants have a hearing test before leaving the hospital. Lisa Black has more.
Adela is in a rotten mood. She's just over a month old, and her fussy attitude is making it difficult for her audiologist to test her hearing. Janet Hansen is with Hennepin County Medical Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. She didn't pass her first hearing test at birth, so she's here for a follow-up.
Here we go, it's okay.
Hearing loss occurs in 1 to 3 out of 1,000 babies born. The goal is to detect the problem in infants as early as possible.
The first year of life is so important for speech and language development for infants. They're doing a lot of listening well before they ever start talking, and so if they're not able to listen properly, that affects their output. Okay, that year passed.
For Adela, the news is good. Like over 99% of all babies, her hearing is fine.
So I'm going to check your baby's hearing.
Devin, 10 days old, is in the midst of a nap. He's also here for a follow-up test.
I'm going to put a nice little soft earplug in the ear.
The test is called otoacoustic emissions testing. And while Devin sleeps, a soft probe, which contains speakers and a microphone, is placed in the ear canal. Tones are emitted, and if the ear has normal hearing, it creates an echo response, which the microphone picks up. Devin, however, does not pass the hearing test.
Both ears I'm not getting a pass on today, but sometimes that's caused by fluid built up in the ears.
Wax or other debris in the ear canal can be another reason babies don't pass the test.
The other thing it could be is he could have a hearing loss, and that's the whole reason we're doing all this hearing screening of all these babies.
For Devin, today's results mean more testing in the weeks to come. If permanent hearing loss is confirmed, hearing aids for infants as young as 1 month old are available. Lisa Black, All News Channel.
Parents should continue watching for developmental milestones in speech, language, and hearing. If you have any concerns about your child's hearing at any point in his or her development, schedule an appointment with your pediatrician. For more information, check out www.babyhearing.org on the internet. Infants are one of the groups most vulnerable to influenza. Flu season starts next week, so doctors want new parents to get their children vaccinated now. The first-time infant flu vaccination requires 2 shots 2 months apart, so make sure you leave enough time. Here's a list of other people at high risk for flu. Anyone over age 50, anyone with chronic medical conditions, residents of nursing homes or long-term care facilities, pregnant women, and children on long-term aspirin therapy. And that's your Health Today. I'm Jody Davis.
You may want to burst out in song thanks to one of the newest DVD releases. Get set to groove back in time to the musical Grease. That is straight ahead right here on All News Channel.
If you enjoy playing outdoors as much as I do, you know there's usually more gear than you've got space for. When you're hiking, camping and fishing, or boating and RVing, you'd spend more time doing the things you love if packing wasn't such a hassle. Well, if you can't make your space bigger, make your stuff smaller. With the all-new Space Savers from Coleman and Space Bag. Here's how they work. Simply pack your items into the Coleman Space Saver. Them flat and carry up to twice as much in your backpack, in your car, in your boat or RV. Coleman Space Savers will help you save space and organize your gear for almost any sport. Our large size easily holds most sleeping bags. Altogether.
Amazing Coleman Space Saver bags that get 2 small, 1 medium, and 1 large bag for only $19.95. As a special TV offer, we'll include a jumbo bag and excursion pack while supplies last. Call 1-800-306-1991. Call now.
Almost 25 years later, Grease is still the word. The wildly popular upbeat musical has finally found its way onto DVD, and Colleen Burns takes a look at Grease and other movies that are new on DVD.
Danny, is this the end?
Of course not. It's only the beginning.
Hard to believe, but it's been almost 25 years since John Travolta was a senior at Rydell High, and it's about time you see this one again. Paramount is rolling out Grease on DVD along with other great musicals in the months to come, and you'd be hard-pressed to have more fun in 2 hours. In case you've forgotten or worse, never saw Grease, it's the story of 2 teens who fall in love over summer break. Then when they return to school, find peer pressure is pushing them apart. Luckily, they sing a few songs and find a way to forget their differences and find some common ground. It's actually a fair ground. Grease is rated PG, and except for some adult situations and language, you'll find it suitable for most kids.
You are lying through your teeth, you little demon.
Jason Shepard has a problem. He's lied so much to his friends and family, they no longer believe him. Even now, when his school paper has been stolen and turned into a hit movie. It's a hard lesson in honesty, but your kids will find the message easy to take because there are plenty of colorful gags thrown in. Big Fat Liar is rated PG for adult situations. If you watched any of HBO's series Project Greenlight, you already know the story behind Stolen Summer. Fledgling filmmaker Pete Jones beat out 10,000 other scripts to win the backing of Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Miramax Pictures. The story follows an 8-year-old Catholic boy on his quest to save his friend's soul. This wasn't a huge draw at the box office, but if you watch the movie being made on Project Greenlight, you might find the finished product interesting. It's rated PG, but the subject matter is questionable for children.
If you're a fan of John Travolta, watch in the coming weeks for a few more of his early hits. Saturday Night Fever, Urban Cowboy, and Staying Alive are all out on DVD October 8th. That's what's new on DVD this week. I'm Colleen Burns, All News Channel.
Thank you, Colleen. A British balloonist is trying to become the first to cross the Atlantic in a traditional open basket gondola. David Hempleman Adams started his quest early this morning, and he'll try to break a distance record of 3,300 miles in a 7-by-4-foot balloon. His flight should take him 5 to 6 days. There's no specific destination. The first leg of the journey should take Hempleman to Newfoundland, Canada. That's the news for this half hour. I'm Stan Turner. Thank you for joining us. Across America in 30 minutes, this is All News Channel.